What's happening, man? Drake dropped a new album this weekend, man, for all the dogs with some very interesting art on the cover. I think it had 22 songs on there with a lot of features from just about everybody, man. The biggest feature for me was my boy. I've been listening to him been following about 2 years now. My boy Tizo Touchdown was on there. Beaumont's on. Tizo Touchdown was on 2 tracks. SZA was on. Sexy Red, Bad Bunny, and a bunch more on that album, man. We're gonna talk about the album, man. Let's break it down, man. What are y'all thoughts on Drake's new album for all the dogs?
Hold up. We're gonna talk about the art first. That was his son's art. So calm down. That's the key.
Supposedly his son made millions from that too. I mean, he said it was in the 8 a.m. in Charlotte music video in the beginning. He asked his son, he was like, how much you made from the video? His son said, I was like, oh my God.
Well, how old is the son?
I think his son's only like 5. Like 5 or 6.
Well, your artwork looked like a 2-year-old. Pick it up, kid.
Drake, the one we ain't know that had the son that talking about Drake.
Oh man. Hey, all right. So what about the album, man?
The album was very moderate. The album was very, very moderate. I feel like if it didn't have certain people on the album, it definitely would have flopped. I think Sexy Red definitely ruined the whole song. I couldn't even listen to the song because she come in there saying whatever she was saying. I didn't even it had SZA in the song, and I like SZA, and I couldn't even listen. I couldn't get past that. I just ended the whole song. I couldn't listen to
it. Yeah, I kind of agree with your guy, the light-skinned guy that had the beef with 50 Cent. He got the podcast too. I kind of agree with him, man. At his podcast, they were talking about
Joe Budden.
Yeah, Joe Budden. To me, it was an algorithm album. Let me get all the people that's kind of on the up and up right now and put them on it. It was more of like a DJ Khaled album. He might as well should have put DJ Khaled. We the best and let him do the damn album. Because he wasn't really a factor to me in that album. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I don't know. I have to listen to it a couple more times, but I didn't get through even the whole album, so my bad.
No,
sorry for the
good,
wait,
man. I got through. I got through the whole album. One of the points Budden was making with them is over time it's gonna go, and it's gonna disappear, and people gonna quit messing with you, man. That last little album he had with the singing or the dance music or whatever, that was horrible. The album he did with 21, where he's riding 21 coattail, to me, it wasn't that great either. And this album, man, I talked to Leo. Leo said the same. He used the same word I use. It was boring. It was a boring album. Couple songs I liked, certain parts of it, and I didn't like all of it. Like I said, the song we did with J. Cole. I like J. Cole's verse, but the whole song in its entirety to me wasn't that good. Even the song, I'm trying to remember the song. It's a song he had on there where he tried to go hard and was trying to diss or whatever.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The one where it's talking about Kanye and what's the name from Clip?
Yeah, that one didn't even hit hard. I mean, to me, it was still like subpar. Is like he was trying to be real lyrical and stuff, and it wasn't it was
That one
like,
is
I mean, the
8 a.m.
bar,
in Charlotte.
yeah, AM, in Charlotte, like the verses didn't even, like the bars wasn't even really hitting hard enough, bro. It's real weak to me. Even what I be what what Drake be lacking to me is, like, this is 8th album, right? Like, what do y'all know about Drake after 8 albums?
Well, he started off
Exactly.
with great writers. He started off with great ghostwriters, and he need to go back to those ghostwriters. We all know that he got writers, and there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with it. That's the thing about,
But you still don't know. I mean, that's my point. After 8 albums, we still don't know much about Drake.
Real
Like, he
Drake.
doesn't open up. He doesn't tell you his background story. He doesn't tell you much of nothing. You know what I mean? But in this song, you talk about girls, and I got money, and I got girls. Even the one song he
I
tried to
think it's
open
the
up with.
same thing. What we know about Drake is the same thing. He petty. He's gonna have the songs where he have problems with girls and wishing the girl was kind of, I call it the emo songs or whatever and stuff like that. Like you said, it's the clubbing thing or whatever. It's gonna be about the same, but that's what we know. I understand what you're saying. Like, that's what we know about Drake. Is It's the same old thing. And I think that's why I called the album kind of boring, because I feel like it was the same rhetoric. With most of the songs was the same. I don't know, the same type of songs that they normally do. I see why they call it algorithm. Um, I I kind of got with Joe Budden. It's like, usually, even I tell you straight up, man. It's good to see the cats like the Migos. You see the Migos when they first came out. You listen to their lyrics and stuff, and you see growth. And that's what you want to see with your artists. You want to see growth, because when you come out and you 20, young older teens or whatever, when you come out, you rapping at that level, and that's fine. But by the time I think Drake like 35 now, something like that, 36, something like that. When you 30 something, you supposed to be rapping at a whole nother level. You know what I mean? Especially if you're saying you're this multi award winning artist or whatever. You know what I mean? Jay Z, when Jay Z used to rap or whatever with Big Daddy Kane back in the days, ain't the same Jay Z rapping now at 40 something. You know, so you want to see that growth, because you're growing with the artist. You know what I mean? So it was a it was a album. He said he's gonna take some time off, which I think he should. And from music, and I think he's going to dwell back into like TV or movies or whatever. Um, do that. Do that. Some of the beats and what you got was fine with me, but it wasn't. I don't know. It wasn't what was to be expected from somebody at his caliber or at his level, who can afford better writers.
I mean, I'm glad you brought up the awards, because I seen something today saying, "Oh, it was the 7th most albums sold and all of this other stuff," and I was like, "Yeah, I mean, Drake is gonna sell because it's Drake." But as far as the how good it is, no, it hasn't been there since, I don't know, probably since 20. I don't know. Drake just hasn't been all of that to me. And then the song that he was dissing in 8 a.m. Charlotte, it was like, you're dissing some people that dissed you about months or years ago, and you still talking about it, or you're just now saying something. Because I know it's an artist called YoungBoy that dissed him a few months ago, and he just now brought it up, where he's just now saying something about it. I'm like, when you're dissing somebody, it's supposed to be on point or right there, and you wasn't doing that. And then some of the stuff you were saying was just, I don't know. Drake, I don't like how the Grammys do most sold and all this, because the same people gonna sell. Taylor Swift, Beyonce, Drake, they're gonna sell. They're gonna do numbers. But as far as the quality of the album, the quality of the album just wasn't. It wasn't there. It just wasn't there.
Let's rate it, man. Let's rate it, man. Like I said, all of y'all points are valid. Same things I was feeling about the album. Me, ever since like his second album, everything's been soft. He's made songs that are catchy, but I don't think he's made anything else. Just do features, man. Do features and TV shows. You be good. Let's rank it, man. Drake album For All the Dogs, man. I'm gonna give it. Oh Lord, I'm gonna give it 3. I'm gonna give it a 3, and you got a 3 from me because you shouted out Beaumont twice with Tizo touchdown. The Tizo touchdown parts in those when the song switched up and Tizo was doing his singing and stuff, they were great, man. Also, check out Tizo's new album. It's different, but it's good there. Check it out. Shout out Tizo for that. Shout out Snoop for shouting out Beaumont too, man. I appreciate that, bro. Much love. So I'm gonna give it a 3. But if Tizo wasn't on there and he didn't say Beaumont twice, you'd have got much less. Oh,
I guess I'll take it next. Man, I'm really gonna give it a 2. I really am gonna give it a 2. I feel like even with, like I said, the beats was all right, but they wasn't like they was all right. It was an all right album. Like I said, I was pretty bored with it. I like the other people verses, but it wasn't enough other people verses on there to have me to knock it up to a 3. Big shouts out to Beaumont, of course. Thank y'all. Tizo did his thing. I ain't counting down none of that. I'm really looking at just Drake performance on there and not anybody else's. I feel like a 2. It was an unenthusiastic record.
what you got, Jonathan?
Hey, I would have gave it a 2, but I'm only gonna give it a 3 because of the Beaumont thing. You had, and the second one is you got Snoop Dogg say Beaumont, so that's big, and then that screw interlude. That's the only 3 reasons why, because you paid homage to Beaumont and Houston, all because the screw interlude and the 2 times you had Snoop say Beaumont, and then you had Tizo doing his thing. So that's the only reasons why. Otherwise, why don't you name it that album for all the dogs? Like that's an insult to DMX to me. Like that's the top dog, DMX and Snoop Dogg. This the top dogs. Like you got to come hard with it, the dogs, man. And you all. You sound like a puppy, man. Come on, get some bark, man. Get your bark back. Get them writers. What you gonna have to do? You're gonna have to do what Kanye did. On that one album, it went hard. He went to a whole nother island, got all the producers and the stuff like that. That's what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to go buy an island and get some good writers. Not Lil Yachty. No disrespect to Lil Yachty, because he do write a lot of people's stuff, but you're gonna have to come with the bars. You got to get some cats from the West Coast, the East Coast, wherever you get you some writers, man, and that's all you got to do. You come up on the come up.
Just quit.
You got the production. Just get some writers.
Just quit rap. And Lil Yachty actually grew up. Lil Yachty actually grew up in his writing too, man. I listened to the song with J. Cole, man. Like even Yachty grew up, man. Just quit rapping, bro. Soft dude, bro. Yeah. Jaleel, don't get me to my rant too about him trying to be gangster and he ain't gangster. But Jaleel, what you got?
I'm gonna give it a big fat 1, man. Cause I'm like, you name the album for all the dogs, and it's for all the cat boys. It's for all the cat boys, man. It's not for no dogs. It's for the cat. If you wanted it for the dogs, listen to me clearly when I say this. If you wanted it for the dogs, why are you putting Sexy Red on the album? Does that make any sense to anybody? Because that song right there, what in your right mind made you think, yeah, this for the dogs right here. This for them. This for the dog boys. No, it's for the cats. It's for the cats. I mean, the only people who had good, Drake didn't do good to me. And then Drake, you're from Toronto, Canada, and all you talk about is how you're gonna pay your homie and you're gonna pay your homeboys to do this and to do that. And Drake, you're not in that field for real, bro. You're not. You're just so stop trying to act like you are. We get it. You got money. You can go do that. J. Cole was good. Tizo was good. Thank you for shouting out Beaumont. Thank you for putting the whole little Mercedes-Benz thing in there. Cool. Stop. Just stop making music for a little bit until you got your mind together, until you got your act right. Because saying for all the dogs and then putting Sexy Red in it, that just blows my mind. I mean, that just makes sense. See what I'm saying? Like, that's for the females. That's for the cats. That's for the cats. That's not for the dogs.
They got some dogs that like that, man.
Nah,
it's some dogs that like
cat
the
dogs.
coochie breed.
Dogs like
This ain't cat and dog like the show. He named it for all the dogs. And I'm expecting this to be some hard songs, some good beats and everything. I'm listening to a couple songs in. I was like, I hope this whole album ain't like this. And then it just got worse and worse and worse.
Coochie breed.
I can see Drake twerking to that with the little rainbow.
I was just gonna say that. What's going on with his hair? Can we talk about that? What is he doing with his hair? What is he doing with his hair? Is he trying to start a movement or something? He's making light skins look bad.
Man. He's
making us light skins look bad. We don't all do that, man. We don't all do that, man. I don't know what he's doing with the little hair clips and all this. Man, stop. Hang it up. Please. Just stop.
Oh man.
Yeah,
So
it was tough. I mean, he named it wrong, man. He should have named it something else. Ups and downs of life.
That's what he should have named it. For all the cats.
I don't know.
And
So that's what we thought about it, man. What'd you say?
Oh no, I said the thing is, like with Drake, the only reason why he can do these songs and say what he say is because who he's attached to. We know Cash Money, Birdman, and we know Houston. You know,
it's
and that's
more
why,
Lil J than Birdman.
Yeah. So it's like both of them to them, he's an investment. Don't touch the investment. But
Yeah.
I mean, otherwise, I don't. He'd be out the game.
I'm saying he's got that Trump effect on people, man. You know what I mean? No matter what he says, no matter how bad it is, or whatever he does, like there's still like a large group of people who love him, man, who still support him, who still buy his music and say that he's a GOAT, man. Which I mean, especially from this album, man, he should not even be in your top 20.
But I mean, he's
Send wires on wires.
he's sending wires on wires. Like it. These lines, I'm going through every song. It's horrible.
I mean, he had that one funny part when he was talking about the girl was talking about flying economy, talking about she couldn't fly first class. Talking about I'm in the back of the plane and Drake didn't fly me first class and this and that. Oh my Lord.
Yeah, because I'm like, because I'll be on that satellite radio, that Sirius. I mean, come on, man. If he would have went on Shade 45 with this album, it would have been a lot of cats chiming in, like, going hard on Drake.
I think his fans is a lot of Gen Z, is a lot of my generation, because that's really when he came out, was in my generation, but they're just holding on to it. I'm like, at some point you gotta let people go. And I think he's one of them people, at least for now, unless his next album or something just comes out. And my thing is that sometimes when he puts songs out that don't be on the album, they be better than every song on the album.
Yep.
So I'm like, why don't you keep doing what you was doing with that? Because those songs be way better than what you just did on this album.
Yeah, the singles will be better than now.
Yeah.
Or the features that he be on just be
Yes,
way better
Features be
verses.
better. Yeah.
Yep. That's how they get you. Well, we're gonna
Yeah. So we're gonna pray for Brother Drake, man, and his son. We're gonna pray that
he's not Drake.
we're gonna pray.
He's
Oh,
Aubrey. That's
we're gonna
Aubrey.
pray for. We're gonna pray for Brother Aubrey, man, and family. Hopefully they get it together. Tell us, man. 'Cause I think we're gonna probably get some hate mail off of this one, but tell us what you thought about the album, man. What you think about our opinion. Well, we really don't care what you got to say about our opinion, but tell us what you think about the album. If you agree with us, man, like the album could have been better, or you disagree, let us know in the comments there, man. We'll see you here next time on the 3200.
Peace.